Hey everybody, good morning from the garden. Basically, I'm in my jammies and I know some of you asked to see more of the garden. I am using my gimbal, which I'm not super good at yet, but let's start. This is the little guy I was saying yesterday I was super excited about, and they are Delicata Squash, so hopefully those are going to get planted in pots. And I'll just take you from one side to the other during my morning check-in. This is an olive tree. It rained more last night, so I took him out of his little bucket. He's a little too wet. These guys are bush cucumbers, and you can see some of their beautiful little blooms, some nasturtiums sticking out there. And right in the middle, I've got a little bit of lemon balm. And I have lemon balm all over my yard downstairs. So if you're local and you need some, let me know. These are climbing cucumbers and some cutting celery and more nasturtiums. What's cool about nasturtiums is they climb out and you can eat them too, which is super awesome. This is one of the citrus trees I got. It's a Meyer lemon. So I've got some more out front that'll come in. The petunias are a little beat up from the rain last night, but I feel like the pineapple sage and my lemon verbena are doing good. And I may pick a little bit of lemon verbena for my water today. And this is the moonflower, and it's just a baby, but it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to share that with you. I'm seeing that I have a very bad connect about that so let's just go with it. So also I've got some white marigolds planted there too. This is one of the shishito pepper plants, and it looks like I'm going to have a good number of them soon. Purple jalapeno. There is one of my shishito peppers, my first one. Opal basil, Thai peppers, and this is the beautiful first zucchini flower. We have a lot of problems with squash borers, so I'm interested to see if this will do better upstairs on the second floor balcony. Well, it's not a balcony, it's a deck. But if not, what I've done in the past is actually harvested the flowers to eat. And I put in some of my tomato cages, though, let's see if I can, here we go. Oh, I backed into the umbrella. Again, sorry, I'm using the gimbal for the first time. So the smaller ones are these little self-watering containers, and I got those and the taller ones at Lidl, L-I-D-L. This is not something for them, I'm just telling you. The little ones, self-watering ones, were like $20, the taller ones were $30. And I know, CJ, if you're watching, I know in the UK, Lidl even has cooler gardening stuff. So, and I've got some basil in there, and eventually I'll probably put something else to help cover the dirt, or ooh, here we go. All right, I promise not to make you too seasick. These are my jalapeno is what it's called. See, and you've heard me talk about these when I talk about making jalapeno powder. And so basically it's going to have the flavor and none of the heat. I've got some pimento peppers in both of these, as well as this Tasmanian chocolate tomato. They're supposed to not be cherry tomatoes, but the actual plants just get like 2 feet tall. And here's a beautiful Japanese eggplant bloom. And let's see if I can, okay. I don't think anyone's told me what your day is like yet, but feel free to go right ahead. It's cloudy, as you can see. I've got lemon basil, regular basil, tarragon, more nasturtiums. There's no such thing as too many nasturtiums. These are little babies. And I'm so excited, you guys. I'm so excited. And those are edible flowers. And you can kind of see my day is a little bit gray, a little bit cool, But you know what? That's fine. Okay, so let's come over here. These guys are separated because I need to take the leaves probably to an expert tomorrow or Saturday. Though they're growing lots of beautiful peppers, I've noticed they're both getting some weird spots, and I want to make sure it's not a fungus that I need to take care of. And we put these other things, excuse the tornness of the hot tub. It's actually empty and not working, so I decided that's where things would go. And these container plants that I'm showing you, like in the smaller containers, not in those. These I planted from baby plants, but these is what, oh hey CJ, I thought you might be there. And so hopefully you heard, I was saying the UK, I noticed on, when I was looking up for these planters on YouTube, you guys like rock with the Lidl. So I don't know if you have one in Scotland where you are. But again, excuse the tears and the nasty cover. We're trying to get someone to fix the hot tub, but until then, it's going to just be covered with plants. But these are ones I just got at Lowe's, and this is what started my new gardening obsession. And these guys are doing really pretty good. Like there's still more blooms, and each one is a little bit different. These are supposed to be bigger ones. The eggplants are going crazy, like crazy. Can you? So if this all happens, who knows how many eggplant recipes we're going to get. Okay, let's see if I can get this up here. And I think I've got some peppers that are ready to pick off of here. And what I'm doing with some of these is I'm going to make a hot sauce, but I'm also going to dehydrate a lot of the peppers. This is just kind of some Roma tomatoes, or supposedly. We'll see what they end up being. So that'll be some sauce tomatoes. It's called Bella Rosa. Oop. Come on. There we go. And this is another Meyer lemon. At Lowe's, they had a lot of citrus plants. And actually, I'll bring the rest up. I've got a key lime. I've got a pink striped variegated lemon, a regular lime. I used to have a lemon plant and I let it go. This is the tomato I'm most excited about. It's a pineapple tomato. So it's kind of yellow and red, but it's just sweet and beautiful. A lot of the heirloom varieties just don't travel well, so if you don't have a farmer's market with them, you don't get to have them. So I have some basil that I heavily harvested, and I have some poblano peppers that haven't really started doing anything yet that are going to be amazing. And over here, I thought this was a Cherokee purple tomato, but it is not. Once I got home, I realized so it's going to be little baby ones, so it's probably going to turn into tomato powder. But, and it's called Mexican Small. And these are my little cayenne peppers because I wanted to make some cayenne pepper sauce. I actually purchased a fermented hot sauce class. So, and these guys are kind of like ready to be trimmed off. Sorry, it's been raining here for days. So that's just some rosemary and some lavender. Here's some more basil. And you guys probably know this, but it's good to trim your basil anyhow, as far as making it bushy and not like just one spindly piece. But if you get a good piece of it, you can actually root it in some water and plant it. And in fact, that's what these guys are. I actually bought some basil at the farmer's market, had it in some water to keep, and they rooted like crazy. So I was like, 2 free basil plants. I haven't gotten much off the strawberries, but they're just gorgeous to look at. I love these flowers. And you can see a couple of little baby strawberries. And these have a lot of tomatoes on them. I'm not sure if this one's gonna make it because it actually got down to like 50 or 45 degrees. So I had taken the leaves. If you're local to me, if you go to Logan's garden store, they have someone who can diagnose different problems with leaves. So I brought in a leaf from both, and they were like, it was the cold, because I was worried it was a fungus. But that's pretty much it. That's the whole tour of the garden. And here you can see we've got this cool little fountain that we got at Costco. And if you remember, when you go into Costco, this was the very last one. And so what I did is I just went up and said, hey, this is the last one. Can I get a discount? And you know what they said? Sure. So that was about that. And this is my little garden. And I'll probably give you guys some shorter updates and perhaps not make you quite as dizzy. And I've got to see how to end it on here. Aw, thank you, CJ. I'm glad you appreciate it. Every morning I come out here. The reason I'm not on camera at all is because I'm still in my pajamas. And yes, it's 10 o'clock in the morning my time. But I just usually sit out here and I do some work, but I come and check on everybody and see what's going on, and it just makes me feel kind of happy. So anyhow, have a great day. If you have some questions, let me know. I want to preface this with, I am not an expert gardener. I am a beginner gardener experimenting with a lot of things. But also, if I can do this, so can you. Like, even though my deck is wider, this would fit really great on a patio in an apartment as well. So check out places like Aldi, Lidl. They have some really good planters. The other planters I'll talk about more next time I'm on, where the tomatoes were. And they have some special watering things, and they're a little more expensive. Okay, you guys, have a magical day. If you're watching this and you're not already a member of Kathy's Cooking Club, don't forget tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing the vegan pasta class. And for those of you watching, I'm going to come in and pop in a discount. If you guys want to join into class, you can get it for $10 off. $25, we're going to do regular vegan pasta, gluten-free pasta, and a couple of sauces. Okay, have a magical day.